Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
It's the After the Show podcast, precious.
We don't care, we're about to swear on the air. It's the After the Show, so tune in if you dare. KVJ, get risque every single day. It's uncensored. We can say what we want to say.
Here we go. Welcome to the Tuesday KVJ After the Show podcast. What's going on, everybody? Yeah. Good to have y'all here today.
It's great to be here.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Really
it.
good stuff. Good times. Got an interesting email here to start things off. Mail at kvjshow.com from Nicole. She said, I read this opinion piece by a reader of the local newspaper, Hometown News. This person is very stressed and pressed about how our local women on the news dress. Am I, quote, liberal millennial because I don't see anything wrong at all with any of the women? After reading this, I can't even think about who this could be pointed towards. I think that all the women are classy, fabulous, and do their jobs exceptionally well. Why are we still pressing about what women wear? Also, what people wear in clubs today is much more revealing than their work dresses, and there's still nothing wrong with that either. Your thoughts and what it had said here in the Hometown News on a post. Just because we live in South Florida doesn't mean that party attire clothing can be worn on TV. I am sick and tired of seeing our women news anchors with bare shoulders, low-cut dresses, or clothing that belongs at a party or date night. How can these women possibly relate the news and be believed since they are totally unprofessional? The news media is a business, and the people who are on TV giving the news should be professional. Casual attire is not professional and should be saved for appropriate occasions. Get with it, people, and be professional, is what it said on that post.
Dude, everybody's fucking nuts. Seriously, everybody's just crazy. Humans are crazy fucking people.
Yeah.
I can't imagine getting that upset about somebody else's outfit.
we get mad about the dumbest shit. See, I'm mad about them getting mad. That's what I'm saying. We're all fucking nuts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well,
who gives a shit?
Who knows what channel they're talking about? Maybe they're watching Channel 7 in Miami. I don't know.
Yeah,
but,
I mean,
that is definitely
that's true. It could be different.
Yeah, they have.
Miami is sexier.
They have pretty much supermodels that are, working there for Channel 7. If you've seen that, and Deco Drive, and all the stuff they do there.
We want them to look like they're going to a party. They look great.
I don't know. Life's too short, dog.
Well, people who want to complain about this, and there is a lot about the news and the media and all that, and they have found that they get higher ratings. Here's the thing. Right now, it's very taboo to have sex or have sex sell or to have about things about people's looks. And, biologically as creatures, we're wired that way. Sure, we're getting to the point where we're evolved and saying that it shouldn't matter. But biologically, we're fighting that rationale even within ourselves. I know, for instance, as a guy, I'll only speak for myself. Biologically wired, you see somebody that's attractive, you're like, oh, wow, check that out. I notice when I'm watching the news, there are a couple of hot news honeys, and I'm like going, oh, cool, I'm glad she's on. In fact, I noticed yesterday and had this thought before I even saw this email. They had a split screen. There were two dudes who were not very attractive and one woman who was very attractive. And I thought, okay, is this really fair? Because I started looking at the ratio. There's a lot of ugly dudes on here, but not a lot of women who are, that you would say is below average in looks. And this is going, I'm not judging it on that I'm sexually attracted. I'm just judging on, hey, you can tell when somebody's attractive or not. And I think that there is a sliding scale. There seems to be a greater pass for men to not have to be as attractive as women to be on some of these news networks.
I definitely trust my news way more from an ugly person.
See, I go the opposite. I want my news from a hottie.
But all that is also, too, a bit subjective, what is hot and what is not hot. And I know what you're talking about. There's a lot of Hollywood-looking type of women out there. But you make sure you're looking at all of the news stations because they're not all like that. I know the ones in Miami and South Florida are.
Yeah.
But there's some ones in the Midwest. There's some.
Yeah, this one is talking specifically. This is addressed to South Florida. It says, just because we live in South Florida, it's talking to a TV station in South Florida. And they probably are talking about Channel 7. And the last time I checked, Channel 7 has been dominating the ratings for a very long time. Ever since they went glossy and glam way back in the day, they have been crushing it. And yes, they have supermodels working there, and it gets ratings, and they're made to get ratings. That's what it is. And you yourself, it really, we know this though, over the last year, it puts more burden on you to be diligent in finding your news. We used to be spoon-fed our news, and we could trust it and believe in it, and it was factual. It's not necessarily that way anymore. You got to actually do a little bit of work to try to get the truth. It's tough because they put gloss and glam and lipstick on things, and they get better ratings, and they make more money, and hey, that's what makes the world go round, right? How are you going to fight it?
To your point, though, you are not allowed to really say if people are good looking anymore.
Yeah, I know.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, well, no, I mean there is a sensitivity to it, and when you try to be careful even as you choose your words in that and what you say. But I'm sorry, biological wiring is biological wiring. Well, that's just the way it is.
I remember when Carrie Fisher died, I think I told this before, Steve Martin tweeted out something about how she was beautiful and she was great and all this stuff. And Twitter, I mean, they fucking came for him. How dare you bring her looks into this, blah, blah, blah. And all he was saying was...
He was paying her a compliment.
She was smart, she was this, she was that, and she was also beautiful. He was giving nothing but glowing reviews about this human being, Carrie Fisher. And then he had to go back. He went back and apologized.
He's a pig.
I'm like, what the shit, man? Good God. You're apologizing for saying something nice about somebody now?
It's crazy.
Fuck that. Fire me then.
Yeah.
Well, it's not worth working.
Right.
If you have to pussyfoot around saying someone's attractive and you're not, you have no malice in your heart.
You can't say pussyfoot. It's vagina foot.
You're right. Fuck.
You're canceled.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Again? Bring it on, bitches.
It's just changed. Media has changed. That's the way it is. And I don't know that there's any going back. That's just what it is. So there you go. There was another complaint that I had seen. I didn't fully understand it, but a fight over the whole internship thing. There was a NFL Network reporter, Jane Slater, who got people all upset. She had posted for an unpaid internship for broadcast journalists. Some said it was helpful, while others said it was elitist, pointing out that she was only able to work for free because her family was wealthy. Her grandfather was president of Wolf Brand Chili. So,
well, of course.
She's got money.
Oh, she's the heir to the Wolf Brand chili fortune?
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. That's right. She's got terrible gas, but she's beautiful and rich.
She's the queen of farts.
Oh, she farts a lot, but those farts smell like cash.
I mean, yeah, newsflash. Yeah, people with money got an advantage over other people. Shocker. It's been going on since the beginning of time.
Well, that's why, the internships have changed. We don't have interns anymore in radio. There were lawsuits that had happened where they said, you need to be paid. And the comments that I had seen on it is somebody said, look, these internships wouldn't exist otherwise. And they're right, because you know what? Now they don't exist.
Yep.
And she had said, when I was coming up through the business, I had 3 unpaid internships in school. I double majored. I had a job at the same time and, worked for it. People said, yeah, but you had money. And so, they have gone away, and some people were upset saying, well, that was a great opportunity. I did 2 unpaid internships myself and paid my own way. I wouldn't say that I was wealthy. I wasn't impoverished either, but I earned that money myself working through college, and I started 3rd grade as a paper boy. Making money there. And
Fat Kevin was a paper boy?
Yeah, he was, yeah. And even though I walked, I still was fat. I walked a paper route every single day. I walked miles and miles every day, and somehow I still packed a large amount of girth on me.
Because you walked past 4 donut shops, and I know you stopped.
Oh, my boy was hustling, working for them snacks. He was making that green to get them snacks.
Yeah. So, and I've told you guys the story before. I lost my money, slept in my car, and all that kind of stuff that I think about. I think all the money that I'd had from my internship, I had earned on my own.
And you wouldn't want to change
working.
that for a minute because those moments make you better.
But that would just be the only thing. And I'm always open because I do want to hear the discussions. And I do, to some point, understand what they're saying. Well, when you got a rich family, you don't have to worry about working. But I would say, but my family didn't help do anything for me financially that got me that internship. Everything I did for that, gas, car, food, all that stuff, that was me. That was my money. I'd work for that. And so I think it's possible, and I think that would be the argument of saying, well, without an unpaid internship, there are so many people that couldn't have those same opportunities. And I would that would be my one argument, saying, I don't know. I mean, if you really wanted, and I wanted radio, and I worked for the money I had, and it was my own cash that I spent.
You worked and you did, but you struggled, and I don't think
it was a struggle.
I don't think people like the idea of struggling. The idea of struggling. It sucks.
And you know what? There are probably other people that their parents paid for them to have a nice apartment, all that stuff, while they did their internship. That wasn't me, and that's fine. I don't have anything against you if you did.
Well, because that's how life works.
I prefer to work for mine.
Some people are just, everyone's in a different situation.
Yeah, but boy, that is one of those hot topics. Gets people all fired up.
All these topics get everyone fired up.
People like to be mad.
You'll get 3 emails already about these topics saying what a fuckface I am. 2 of them are coming from Virginia.
I already got emails about your ponytail. People are pissed.
I kiss my ass about my hair. I don't fucking care anymore.
Well, Metal Beard Dan, he had the comment. He said, "So if you struggle, everybody else should." No, that's just life. Not everybody's going to struggle.
Look,
if I struggle and you don't, then good for you. I'm glad that you got it good, but I got to work.
The kitten bearded Dan, because he's a fucking kitten in real life. We all know that. Yeah, that's my point too. That there's so many different little elements of life that sometimes you can't control some of the bad shit. It sucks. It sucks. It's just, but sometimes that's how the game is. It sucks balls.
Don't hate the play, hate the game.
Who came up with that?
And you can always work harder. I did the same thing as Kevin. I had a Monday through Friday job, and then I interned at night and on the weekends to learn how to do radio, on air stuff. Nobody paid me for that.
Mm-hmm. That's it. So there you go.
If somebody
I did it for free.
Well, if somebody struggled and did their own shit and paid for their own shit, when you see someone else not doing that and complaining, and they get all the... I understand why that's annoying. I get it. Because both of you are like, I did it. Back in my day, I pulled up my bootstraps and did that shit.
Mm-hmm. Got respect. It's good for you.
It is.
It's real good for you. Do that. I like when rich kids don't take daddy's money or mommy's money, whoever it might be. That's what I was saying. We were talking about that earlier. Would you rather have it all handed to you? I'm like, sometimes I think that, being poor is good, man.
It is.
Man,
to a certain point.
Yeah. We were talking about that earlier this morning. But, man, I'm telling you, when you grow up poor and you don't have anything, and when you have those nights where you're hungry or whatever, man, it puts in you a motivation that you can't give to a rich kid. You can't hand that off.
And there's a poor no one should ever be at, where you're to the point. But to your point, struggling.
Yeah.
I do think it's good for the human spirit.
Yeah.
It makes you say, man, I don't ever want this to be the reality of my future. I'm going to bust my ass and work super hard and do whatever I have to do and get creative or have 3 jobs or have 2 roommates, whatever it takes to be able to not be hungry, poor.
Yeah. Motivation. It's good. You can't put a price tag on that.
But are we just speaking like old people?
I've been there. I did the time. I did the time. And I tell you what, I never want to have my family grow up in a house like I grew up. I would never want that for my kids. I just don't, because I know how much it made me insane about money.
I don't think anyone would ever put you in the column of insane, Virginia.
This is a good comment here from Nadia. She said, we got to stop this gender reveal madness. She said, this is getting out of hand.
Did somebody else get hurt?
She said, no, it's not about that. But she said, yeah, it just annoys me more than anything lately. She said, I was at the dog park with my dog, and there were more than 20 other happy doggies. A beautiful, great day here in Miami. The rest of the park was full of people, and many groups were celebrating as there were balloons everywhere. At one point, the fireworks started. Bright pink powder was shot into the air, and a cheering crowd started clapping and celebrating. Yay, it's a girl! The pink fireworks lasted for 5 minutes. The entire park got super cloudy, and the smell was unbearable.
Oh, my gosh.
The dogs and most of the children around me were losing their minds and were so scared because the fireworks were so loud and lasted so long. It became extremely unpleasant to be at the park, so 90% of the people wound up leaving, including the entire baby reveal celebration group.
A 5-minute fireworks show?
Yeah, they ruined everybody's day with something that could have been a cupcake. Please stop doing this.
Damn.
It could be done with a cupcake.
They should have done a cupcake. Everybody just go back to cupcakes. It was cute then.
Yeah.
It was adorable. You cut into the cake, you're like, oh, pink icing or blue icing.
And can I say the obvious, and it's not very PC? Most people don't give a fuck what you're having.
Yeah, they do like fireworks, though, but the dogs and the babies don't. If you're going to do fireworks, you got to do them where you don't disrupt everybody else's fun day at the park.
I have yet to find a dog that likes fireworks.
No.
They don't like it. In fact,
Dogs hate it.
They hate the 4th of July so much.
Oh, my gosh.
It's evil.
Oh, yeah. They're just, why would you torture me this way? Yeah. So doing fireworks at a dog park really is inherently sinister in the first spot.
You're a dick.
You're a grade A asshole.
You are. If you're doing fireworks at a dog park, you are a dick.
That really is not cool, man. Not cool. I got an email here from Hector. It said, yo, KVJ, I'm heading and listen to the Friday show. Kev talking about what to get his wife, the Mexican queen, for her birthday. I know it's a little late, but my mom's the same way. If we give her a gift, she also wants the receipt because 9 out of 10 times she's going to return it. Could be a very expensive gift, and she wants the receipt. So from now on, we just give her money instead of gifts. It's the key to every woman. Yeah, that's a part of it. That's why I know there's nothing creative and fun about it, but we just took the queen for some birthday shopping on Saturday.
No, you took her for tacos. You got her a cool jacket.
Yeah, we did that.
It was a whole day. I love a day of celebration, and she was surrounded by the things that matter most, and that's awesome.
Life is so short. We should have more days of celebration.
Amen.
Yeah, at times the other thing that is really squirrely about my wife that's really tough that you got to work around is she doesn't like surprises, and you can't make plans.
She has social anxiety, and she has to control the situation.
But she doesn't like being locked into anything. Like even last night, here was the problem, and this is the struggle I was having because I want to get to some spring training games. I love spring training. Here's what's going on this year, though. They only have capacity of 20%. So the thing that I'm finding is all the tickets are selling out. We would typically, on a spring training Saturday or Sunday, we walk up to the park because she decides, okay, the day's here.
Let's go.
Yeah, I do want to go. And so we go get our tickets day up. That ain't happening this year.
Right.
That's what's different. And so I realized that because I didn't go to opening day. I almost always go to opening day of spring training, couldn't get any tickets. Everything was sold out online. So I'm last night trying to, buy ahead. And then they're also kind of doing that whole thing where the prices are going to go up the longer you wait because the demand increases.
Sure.
And so I'm like, hey, got some tickets available for Friday night or Saturday. She's like, I don't want to lock in. She's like, I just can't. I'm like, we're not going to be able to walk up this year and get it. She's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm doing any spring training. I'm like, God, you're a stupid thing.
Just say, hey, you know
woman.
What? If you can't go Friday night, then Bean Bird will go.
That's gonna work. Yeah. So we did. I finally just went ahead and ordered some tickets, and I'm gonna drag her.
If you want to go to a game together at some point,
Did you
let me know.
Drugger?
Drag, yeah. I might drug her.
Drugger, then
She'll wake
dragger.
up on the first base foul line.
It'd probably be tough for me to get tickets together now. Are they selling out?
Well, the thing that I found out, what is kind of interesting about it is I was going on last night and I was pricing because they have you sitting in pods for the spring training games.
Oh.
And so I was going to put in 3 tickets from me, myself, my son Cannon, and tickets were like $125 each. I'm like, what the heck, man? So I just started playing around with it a little bit, and I put in 4 saying, well, maybe I could get my daughter Kaylin. How's this change the price? Drop the ticket prices down to like $35 a ticket. So for some reason, if you're doing that, to try to buy 3 tickets, you'll pay like $125 a ticket, but if you buy 4, you'll pay like $35-$40 a ticket.
Because maybe the 4-person pods weren't sold out,
I
and
don't even
the
know.
3s almost were.
It was blowing my mind. I didn't even know what I was looking at, but I kept doing it back and forth. I'm like, am I seeing this right?
That hurts my brain.
It does, because I'm not great with numbers either, but that's what it was showing me last night. So kind of some ins and outs. If you do hope to do some spring training games.
Change up the number in your party and see if it changes the price.
Yeah, or even if you don't have 4, try to maybe get to somebody and say, hey, would you, any chance you want to come and be in our pod? Because it's going to save everybody a little bit of money.
Did you try to add 5?
No, because at that point I couldn't even stretch it to 4 hardly. So yeah, so at that point then you're just gonna eat, you're gonna eat the cost of the tickets.
Well, I was thinking Jay Bird would want to go.
Yeah. Well, now that I know what he's in, maybe I'll have to go look for 5 today. Yeah, we'll see. It was a to do. You ever had that where you get a little bit of frustration, you just give up?
Yeah.
Yeah, with me, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
With so many things in life.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be interesting. We're going to be at an interesting time here. I was looking, and don't get too jazzed because who knows what it means, but maybe the testing was low. But they only had 1,700 new cases of COVID in the state of Florida on Monday.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I mean, a little bit over a month ago, we were like 17.
Yeah, I feel
in
like
a day. And so, we're in this weird place of, okay, I'm really trying to hold on to not get too optimistic. But, I love the sports stuff. And yesterday, University of Alabama, who beat my Ohio State Buckeyes in the national championship, said, everybody's welcome. We're going back to 100,000 in the fall for football.
Wow. They already made that call. It's March.
They're going all the way back. And, my school, like Ohio State, they got a game I want to go to. And I'm sitting here thinking, okay, as I'm shopping and seeing this news for spring training tickets and what a pain in the ass it is, Ohio State Buckeye tickets are already super expensive. And if they did a 20% capacity, forget about it. The price is already a Buckeye game's $300 to $400 with 10,000 people in a stadium. You make it 20,000 and you're probably looking at a $2,000-$3,000 ticket.
That's like a Super Bowl ticket at that point.
Yeah,
You're
basically.
like, just for a regular game?
So, where are we going to be coming out of this thing here? And it's really kind of interesting because, we got spring break on us. Remember spring break, how weird it was last year where people were arriving and getting here and we were finding out as spring breakers were in South Florida what the hell was going on and they started shutting down beaches.
Yes.
And then spring breakers are here and they're like all amped up and they spent their money and they're like, and they can't go anywhere. They came here to stay in hotels and were like quarantined.
Yes, I do.
So it's kind of a weird thing. In fact, right now I saw that Miami Beach's city manager is asking spring breakers to head to Las Vegas instead of Miami Beach.
And Vegas is like, wait, what?
Yeah. Wait, what do you mean send them here? So, yeah, they're not doing, I think they just voted this last week, Palm Beach and Broward county commissioners, they voted against doing a spring break curfew, which they got into last year. Remember that they said at 11 o'clock they shut everything down? So they're not going to do that. But Broward commissioners have given a warning to rogue businesses about more rigorous code enforcement and the potential of fines and shutdowns. So they said, you better behave or else. And so all the towns are trying to do that. But they said that bookings look like they're off the charts right now. So South Florida is about to get invaded by a bunch of college students. And right now there's no restrictions. And they're saying, guys, just be cool. I know you're 20. I know you're really drunk. I know you got daddy's, mommy's money. But just be cool, okay? Wear your masks.
If you're going to do a body shot, wear a mask.
You need to social distance. No body shots. We're not doing that this year. We still got COVID going on.
Oh, it's going to be worse this year. Because I can already tell it's
going to be chaos.
It's going to be chaos.
It's going to be absolute chaos. And then what the heck is going to go on when this all happens? In Miami Beach, they put in a few new safety measures, which is just, limits on parking garages and some public beaches. But, good luck patrolling that.
This all bodes well for the Tom Cruise cruise. If it sounds like things are moving along.
Yeah, I don't, that's where it is. I'm looking at this and I'm looking at all these things and I don't even know. I'm trying not to get optimistic, but part of me is like going, is the world waking up? Are we going to start being able to do Tom Cruise cruises, whatever they call them?
Tom Cruise.
We hear positive K, but then is he gonna get Fauci'd?
Well, positive K. I've got my legs cut out from underneath me. I don't know how many times during this whole damn pandemic.
You've been spun around and hung up to dry and beat up and yelled at.
How many times I've gotten my hopes up that I'm not going to be that guy anymore. But I'm looking through this and I'm just like, all right, what the hell's going on now? Where are we?
God, it'd be so fun to do cocktails and karaoke again.
We will, Pumpkin. We will.
I know you keep saying that shit though. I want to sing.
It's coming back. Don't worry.
I know it's coming back eventually.
You'll sing before Christmas.
That I agree with.
I believe that. I think it might be the fall, but that's okay.
The fall? Well, so if it's the fall, then how are we doing the Tom Cruise cruise in the summer? That'd be way more intimate than the cocktails and karaoke. Cocktails and karaoke, I honestly could see how you could easily do that with social distancing if there were Corona guidelines. The Tom Cruise cruise is going to be a little tougher. People drinking, close.
I don't know.
Maverick outfits.
Very
sexy.
I don't know. I think it's going to be the fall, but what do I know?
Who knows? That's the question.
I don't think you can social distance at any KVJ event. Good luck with that. It's just not going to happen.
Damn, Metal Beard Dan being Metal Beard Dick. Tom Cruise cruise ain't never happening.
Damn. Now that you're wrong about, Metal Beard Dick. He will get his cruise. We don't know when. We don't know if it'll be the summer, but it will be.
And maybe 9 months after the movie.
Look, I mean, a fall cruise sounds nice too. Summer's kind of hot. Fuck summer.
Speaking of Tom Cruise, real quick, if you're watching KVJ TV, I do want to show you, somebody tweeted this deepfake video of Tom Cruise at us. Look at this. This is not Tom Cruise that you're seeing on this screen. This guy used his regular voice to show you that it wasn't him. But tell me if you're looking at that visual that this guy does not look exactly like Tom Cruise, and it doesn't look like that fake kind of stuff that they have done with some of the CGI in some of the movies.
It's getting better, and it's only going to get better.
That looks like Tom Cruise.
Is there any part of you that would say that's not Tom Cruise? If you saw that video, you wouldn't even flinch, right?
You could easily get me on that.
We could make a deep fake video of that guy on the Tom Cruise cruise with us.
Oh my gosh.
And people would believe it.
Yeah, you could say you could do a video if you had the technology they just used in this video I'm showing on KVJ TV of this guy golfing. You could say, hey, look who joined our Tom Cruise cruise. Yeah. People would be like, oh my gosh, KVJ got Tom Cruise on the cruise.
And people would believe it because that looks exactly like Tom Cruise.
It's going to get really blurred in the future, man.
Me and Kevin were talking about it. I mean, one of us could be banging a goat in a video and we'll be like, no, that's not us, but you're banging a goat.
I'm not at all trying to get political here. In fact, I wouldn't even say the person who it was, just to not get political, but it was a political figure, and they were on an airplane, and the caption was, look at this political figure doing these deviant things to people, and it had his crotch, and he's going like that into a woman's face, and it was all fake.
It was a deep fake.
Deep fake, but people were believing it. They go, I knew that motherfucker was a pervert, and none of it was real, and people thought it was.
But on the flip side, though, you could go fuck a goat, and somebody captured it on video, and you could claim it's a deep fake.
So it's a good day for goat fuckers, honestly.
If you like fucking goats.
It's actually a good day. It's a good day for goat fuckers.
A couple goat fuckers just high-fived each other.
Those poor goats. Gosh.
Terrible.
Terrible.
Terrible. Well, if you're looking at the cruise industry, which is so big here in South Florida, Suits loves it to death. Royal Caribbean is starting a cruise in May.
Oh, Suits, you hear that?
Out of Israel.
Oh.
And every single person on board, both the guests and the crew, all have to be vaccinated.
I think that's going to happen.
Yeah. And that we talk about, okay, when are you going to pack, a stadium with 100,000 people? Is that going to be? Because I'll tell you what, in Alabama, you ain't getting people to vaccinate. Sorry. Carnival and Disney have canceled their cruises until at least June here. So if you're talking Tom Cruise cruise, the cruise lines will not be doing anything until June. But hey, we're talking about July, so might work.
All right.
That's some optimism for your Tom Cruise cruise, my friend.
And why can't we do it where we say, bring your vaccine papers to get on the Tom Cruise cruise?
Oh, good Lord, Virginia.
What the fuck?
I'm going to get mine. I'll come
I
on the
ain't telling
cruise.
anybody
I don't
that.
see that at all being a problem,
Oh
Kevin.
my gosh.
So people from up the northern counties, like, fuck these vaccinations.
So we gotta have a damn vaccination before we go to KVJ event. Fuck them.
Fuck you liberal fuck Virginian. Fuck Tom Cruise. No, I want nothing to do with that shit. I'm there to have a party with the Tom Cruise cruise. That's all I
Only
want.
liberal people get the vaccination?
I'm not getting into this.
You have to explain it to me because I don't freaking understand.
I'm not saying that.
Well, I was looking at this today, and it kind of fits a little bit of a mold, but they're saying, what is it? I think at least a third of the people will not do the vaccine. Definitely at least not yet. And they said the top 3 reasons: the vaccines are too untested, I'm worried about side effects, and 3, I don't trust the government. So they think that, regardless of what happens in this whole pandemic, at least a third of Americans will not ever
I'm
get
always
the vaccine.
so shocked when I get so much shit from people when I say I don't fully trust the government. I can't believe that's a controversial statement.
Right.
Because the past has shown we can't trust the fucking government.
Well, they're all shady and they're on the take.
People, they get really mad when I question the government going, well, I don't know if they're being truthful about everything, which I don't think they are.
They're not.
They're not.
And they're all in it for their own financial gain. Don't ever think otherwise.
Yeah,
And whenever you include money and humans, there's going to be shadiness.
anytime there's any kind of anything where someone has to get an advantage over it, whether it's a game of tiddlywinks, you bring humans involved, someone's going to try to find a way to scam to get an advantage over their opponent. And I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I hate it.
Yeah, it sucks that there's money and greed and power, but those things are very, very pervasive in government. Money, greed, power are the 3 main reasons people get into government.
Well, I could go over here and try to fight the system, but I'm going to waste my life fighting the system.
You can't fight the system.
Yeah. That's it. Good luck.
Oh, wow, I'm getting the vaccine, and fuck you if you don't get it.
Well, that's how it's going to go if you want to go on the Tom Cruise cruise.
Yeah. I'm only hanging out with people that get it on the Tom Cruise cruise because I know how KVJ Nationers, we like to get drunk and we like to hang on each other, and there's going to be a lot of breathing and possibly licking and hugging and selfies.
So
Well,
you
it's an interesting thing. Yeah, and what you're saying is this what we're going to be looking at, where people will not hang with people that have not gotten the vaccine? And people are saying a third of the, so that would mean that, I don't know, whatever your friend group might be, but if you're looking at the general population, you would have to cut a third of your friends out that will never get the vaccine, and so immediately slice away a third of your friend group.
So you're trying to tell me if I don't get the vaccine, I can't go on my own Tom Cruise cruise?
You're getting it, right?
That's like the one time I got kicked out of my own snack pack show.
Are you getting the vaccine?
I don't know if I want to talk about it. I have no idea. See, that's the thing about this bullshit. It has become this weird thing.
My sister got it. She's fucking fine. We went to the Keys. We were drinking our faces off. We had a great time. She's fine.
The way I look at it is if you want to get the vaccine, God bless you, because you're worried about the coronavirus and you want to stay healthy. And I respect that. But there's also people that don't want to take the vaccine because they don't know if it's tested or if it's been proven to be good without long-term.
And that's fine.
And that's also fine, too.
Don't get it then.
And I
But
respect you for that.
Also, don't come hang on me and want to do body shots on a cruise.
No one wants to do no body shots on your old ass. No,
You're
I'm
right.
just
Damn,
kidding.
that hurts because it's true.
No, I'm just kidding.
Nobody wants to body shot.
That's a
me.
joke. I get at least one creepy message a week going, so Virginia's hot when her and Panda breaking up.
Yeah, but what does he look like?
It ain't good.
Nobody hot wants to do a body shot off of me anymore.
That's not true. And I was just kidding. Come on.
I want to do a body shot.
Don't throw that guilt on me. I'm just fucking around. Tell her she's good looking, Kevin. Tell her
Gorgeous.
she's
Gorgeous, Regina. Gorgeous.
I want to do body shots again, Kevin.
It's just fucking around. I'll get an email for that. How dare you tear
No, it's funny because it's true and it's funny.
All right. Well, you guys enjoy your day. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.